it's me, Ribbity, and welcome back to another video. Today's video will mark the start of my Stories Speed Build Sundays, and it'll be happening every Sunday. There'll be a speed build I upload, and at the same time, I'm just going to tell you a little story about something that's happened to me in my life. I mean, we'll see if you find it interesting or not. I did ask on Twitter if you guys would be interested in hearing some stories of my speed builds, and you said yes, so we're going to give it a go and see what happens. But yeah, some of the stories might be short, some of them might be quite long, might be funny, they might be sad, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, today's video is quite a light-hearted one. I'm going to tell you today about the time that I was attacked by monkeys. But before that, I just want to introduce this build. So this build was actually inspired by the wonderful Sims Brit 1, because the absolute darling Brit, she gifted me Nifty Knitting. And after having a little look at this pack, I was like, oh, I know what I want to build. And I really wanted to build a bakery that has a little granny apartment upstairs. So I think it turned out really, really cute, but you'll see it come together in the video anyway. So yes, I hope you enjoy. Thank you again, Britt. If you aren't already subscribed to her or watch her videos, I'll link her channel down below. She makes incredible videos, so do go watch them. And I really enjoyed doing this build. It was a bit different to what I normally do, so I had a lot of fun exploring. I've never used those rounded terrace edge things, and I haven't done this style of build, like in the sense it's a period property. I haven't done that before, but I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm probably going to do a lot more like it. So let me know what you think about the build in the comments. But yeah, let's get to me being attacked by monkeys. So I absolutely hate monkeys. Now, I don't say I hate many things because I feel it's a really strong word and I don't like to use it. But I hate monkeys because I must have been about, I don't know, I must have been about 12 or something. And me, my mum, my dad, and my sister were on holiday, and we went to Gibraltar. And we were going up the big rock bit up to the top, and I don't really remember much. I just remember we were up there and there was lots of people about, and there were monkeys in the trees and stuff, and we went to the little shop that was there, and it was roasting. You know, I was about 12. I was busy whinging away about being boiling, and I wanted an ice cream, so we all ended up getting an ice cream. And I just remember walking. Mum and dad were like, oh, it's time to go back, we better get back to the boat. So we started heading down, and mum and dad were, I don't know, a good few meters in front of me, and then my sister was kind of in between us, and there was me at the back. And we were walking along, and I just remember I was enjoying my ice cream. I had a Fab. I don't know if any of you know what a Fab is. They are my favourite ice cream. They're so good. I don't know if they're just really a British thing. I'm not sure, but they had them in that shop, and I was super excited because I didn't think you would get a Fab, and I love them to pieces. So I was busy enjoying my Fab, having the best life, and suddenly this thing leapt onto my shoulder, and I got the fright of my life because I didn't expect it. And then suddenly it scurried over to the other shoulder, and I remember it grabbed my arm that had the ice cream, it yanked it up, and it stole the ice cream from my hand. And I just remember absolutely bawling my eyes out because not only had it just stole my damn ice cream, I had big scratches on my arm, and I've still got a scar actually on my wrist from where it clawed me to get my ice cream. Now, I don't remember much after that. I just remember being attacked, absolutely attacked for my Fab. And my sister turned around and she came over and she was trying to give me, she had an orange clip-on. I don't like orange flavoured anything other than like fresh orange. So not only had I just been attacked and my ice cream had been stolen, she was trying to offer me an ice cream that I really did not want. And then my parents came over. And that's about as much as I remember of that. But whenever I bring this story up to anyone, my mum and my dad and my sister are always like, oh, it's not as bad as you remember it being. It was bad. I am scarred. I have been absolutely scarred by it. And I will remember it like forever. I'll never forget that. So I refuse to go back to the Gibraltar as well. I'm not going back there. Only bad things happen there. But yeah, that is my story about being attacked by monkeys. It's just a short little thing, but I wanted to share it nevertheless. I just really don't like monkeys. If I go anywhere or like there's anything on TV and it's about monkeys, I just switch off. I'm like, no, I'm not interested. I don't want it. No, I don't want to acknowledge that they exist. They don't deserve my attention, basically. So there you go. I'm gonna take that story to the grave, man. Like, I'm gonna tell everyone. I just bring it up all the time. It's one of the stories that I tell people all the time. Do you guys have any stories like that where there's always something that you tell people? That's mine. Always. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I laugh about it, but inside, I'm scarred. I'm truly, truly scarred. I'm physically scarred, literally on my wrist, and I'm mentally scarred. So there you go. There you have it. That's how I was attacked by monkeys. But yes, I hope you enjoyed that little snippet. Anyway, back to the build. Here you can see me doing the little apartment that's upstairs. And I really like the way this turned out actually. It's like really cute and colourful. I love those Nifty knitting sofas in the chair. The swatches that they have are just so beautiful. I absolutely love them. But yeah, you would have seen downstairs there was a little like entry room that I had. I think that's such a cute little space. Put a little chair there as if like, I imagined a granny living here and like she goes and sits and reads there in her little breaks from the bakery because she didn't want to go all the way upstairs. So she hangs out in there, or she has a guest, they just wait down there for her. And yeah, up here you have the little living room, which is really cute, and there's a little terrace out of it, which I'll show you in a few minutes. And yeah, I just like the vibe. It's a bit quirky, but I love the pastel colours that are throughout it. I think they're absolutely beautiful. And it's a lovely bright apartment. And I really like there's a little extra bit that's the Nifty knitting bit to be exact, coming up in a few minutes, and it's really cute. But yeah, this is the kitchen. It's actually a lot bigger than I planned on it being because I actually did this build already. This is my second time building it. I did it originally in OBS. For some reason, OBS is really playing up with me. I've messed around with a lot of settings and stuff, and it seems fine when I do trial records for maybe like 10 minutes. I'll just like have the sims up and I'll just let it record and I'll check it's alright. But as soon as it knows I'm actually recording for a video, it's like, nah, you're not going to do that today. So this is my second time building it because I was like, I don't want to just go back and like press the redo button and you see everything appearing. No, I want to go back and build it. So I was trying to replicate it as closely as possible because I really liked the way it turned out in the last time I did it. But things did change a little bit, and the proportions, the sizes of this time, they're a little bit bigger, which is fine. It's just the kitchen seems a bit big to me. But I mean, I still think it's a really nice build. I'm happy. There's lots of things that are slightly different that I much preferred this time than the last time. So that's good. But also, it just means I was exploring a little bit more. Now, this is the little Nifty knitting room. I think it's really cute. It's up in the little tower. Um, it's such an adorable little hidden away space. I've never done like a little tower sort of bit like this, but I think that it lends itself really well to this type of build, and especially with having this little knitting room up here. It's really cute, and I also like that you get to it through the bedroom, like through that little tower area. I think it's adorable. But yeah, I always forget to put pictures up on the walls, so this is me just going through like, oh, the walls look really plain. What's missing? I'm like, oh yeah. Also, why can we not move mirrors up and down walls? I don't get that. You can do it with paintings, but you can't do it with mirrors. It makes it really difficult to pick any. That really annoyed me. I actually spent ages doing that. I mean, it's sped up, so you don't realise how long I spent, but I spent so long trying to pick a mirror for it. I don't know, because a lot of them are they place really high up, like abnormally high up. So, yeah. I also, you might notice I forget to put curtains. I always forget to put curtains in every single one of my builds. I don't know what that is. I always forget. I mean, curtains are such a big thing for me in my personal life. A massive fear of mine is actually being inside a building and there being windows that don't have like curtains put over them and it's dark outside, because I always just think that there's someone standing like right outside the window looking at me and I can't see them. That freaks me out so much. So you think in this game that would be like the first thing I do is put curtains on the windows, but no, apparently not. So, oh well. Yeah, when I actually have all the lights placed around this building and it's nighttime, it looks so cute. Like I just thought of it as a daytime thing, but actually it could be a really cute like hangout at night as well. I like the way it turned out. I'm thinking what I might actually do is, because this is the like commercial stretch in Willow Streak, Willow Creek. I'm thinking I might actually do a few different builds in this sort of style, this sort of aesthetic, along that street. Just because I feel like I'm in the mood for it. I'm enjoying it, so I might do a few. So it's like a collective of buildings. If you did want to download them, then you could put them all in. They're all in sync, you know? So I think I'm going to be doing that. I need to just decide on what kind of builds I want to do in there. But yeah, so that's just the little kitchen bit for the bakery. We started on the baking now. Now I had lots of like ideas for the bakery, but they were all so different from each other. It was really hard trying to marry them all together. So I'm obsessed with those leaf structure things. I use them in pretty much all of my builds. I just think they're absolutely beautiful. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, I need them in it, and I was trying to find a way to include them. And yeah, so what I've done is I imagined the bakery to be like people can come in and they have a little shop at the front where the shelves and the fridges and stuff are, but then they can also just come in and have a seat and have something at the bakery. So the other part is like all tables and stuff. But I liked having that segregated little area where you could just come in and pick stuff off the shelves and then go pay and leave, or you could come in and sit and have a little chat. I quite like that. And I think it's got a nice cozy atmosphere, but it's still really bright and happy. It's a really happy place. I like it. But yeah, like I say, those swatches and those chairs and stuff are absolutely stunning. They turned out so beautiful. I'm really happy with them. But yeah, there's a little cozy corner where you can have a sofa and a little sit with your friends and a cup of coffee, which is nice. And there we go again. Like, I've forgotten to put anything on the walls. I do add stuff in a minute, but you notice it's the very last thing I do, and I do it when I'm like, oh, I'm finished. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not finished. What am I doing? But yeah, just trying to add like some furniture that's just, it doesn't look as commercial. You know, I wanted it to be like she's just purchased furniture here and there and added it and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Also, in my own time, I play with CC and I never use any like vanilla rugs at all. So for me, trying to explore the rugs, I actually had a lot of fun because there's a lot of really nice rugs in the game I didn't know existed. That, to be honest, even when I play in my own time, I'll probably start using them. There's really lovely, lovely options. And I think that one with all the circles that you can just kind of see there, that one from, I think it's from City Living, actually goes really well with this sort of build. It's really lovely. There you go, there I'm adding stuff to the walls. And I was like, I don't know what to add because I never do add anything. So yeah, it's a bit all over the place, but I think it comes together nicely at the end. And the bit I like the most is the outside space. It's just so bright, and I could just imagine like a summer's day, it being like such a lovely place to go and meet people and have a bit of lunch and stuff. So yeah, I'm really happy with the build. I think it's such a joyous place. Yeah, just having a little magazine rack because people come have a little read. And yeah, I'm just having a little explore through different objects and thinking, oh, what else can I add? So here we are starting on the outside, and I do really love it. I think I add, yeah, these little walls. I've never really used these. I say I've never used them. And I thought I could add, so it's like an original wall that like whatever was built before had, and they've just used it as part of the little cottagey garden sort of fencing, and it looks really nice. I'm really happy with it. I think as well I tried not to go too much with landscaping, so there's just a few bushes and plants and stuff around, but there's still a lot of open space, and I think it does look really lovely. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you've watched my videos, I have a trend because I love flamingos, and you might already know that. Every single one of my builds has that lawn flamingo in it, guaranteed. Every single one of them. It's like a little thing I just put in. I'm like, a little Easter egg. It's in this build as well. You might see it right now on the screen. That might be a bit of fun, just to go hunting for them. They're in every single one of my builds. I just never forget them. So there you go, just in case you didn't notice. And I'm popping some little tables out here on the terrace. I just think this would be such a lovely place to come and sit. Like I say, at night as well, it's just really, it's like quite a romantic place at night, I think, actually. But yeah, so I'm just popping a little bit landscaping around, just filling the place out a little bit. And I explored as well with, you'll see in a little bit, like the vines going up the walls. I'd never used them really before, and I had a lot of fun playing around with them, although I struggled to make them look really good. I'm not sure if they look quite right yet. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how they turned out, but I found it challenging to make them really work. But I really like the idea of having vines crawling up this tower. I think that's like really, it's really lovely. I keep saying it's really lovely and really nice and everything. Like, I'm not big-headed at all. I'm surprised how it turned out because I didn't expect it to turn out nice because, like I said, I've never tried it before. But yeah, I'm really trying to do stuff that's a bit out of my comfort zone when it comes to builds because I'm having loads of fun doing that. I was getting really bored with building it. It's because I always did the same thing. So I'm really enjoying just doing these slightly different builds. But you'll have to let me know what you think in the comments. It will be available for download on the gallery. I'll put my information down below. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you liked it. And let me know if you'd like me to do some more that are kind of this style to do like along this road in Willow Creek. Let me know if you'd want that. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like the build. And there'll be some screenshots in a second for you guys to have a little look at. And you'll notice there's no curtains in any of them. But well, all right. Enjoy. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.